Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Yeah, depending on where you're hearing my voice from. Once again, this is the Biafra Golden Child, and we are really happy, super happy to once again make an audio through the Biafra Special Superstar Media. We are really thankful because we can see that a lot of people like to interact with us, and we are sure you will continue to give you informations as they break out. We'll continue to look at issues with a dispassionate perspective, you know. So it's a good one to be with you guys. And please permit me to comment briefly on what is the current situation in Nigeria. Yes, we are going to be talking about the end hunger strike, the end bad government strike, the end Tinubu strike, if you may like, will depend on what you want to call it. Yes, it's just barely to the commencement of the strike, the nationwide strike that everybody has been told about, that the youths of the country have, insisted they must do because they have seen that, the country has become particularly difficult to live and to survive in. And so this protest is going to commence barely 72 hours from now. Yes. But I just want to bring our attention to urgent matters arising. Yes. In the uh, few days between now and 1st August 2024, we have seen a lot of, perspirations and anxiety and, you know, um very big discomfort amongst our political leaders, especially because there was a report recently that a lot of them are jetting out of the country. I mean, they are scampering, to safety. The airport is jam packed with a lot of dignitaries, political leaders, senators, state assembly, and even the highest echelon of government. They are scampering, they are living in droves, they are living, running away. It's a case of clear conscience needs no accuser, but equally that a guilty conscience needs no accuser. Yeah, because if you're not guilty, I don't see why you should be scampering or trying to run away from the country. And so it brings a very important perspective to the whole situation. It means all this time, these political leaders have known that what they were doing to the country was bad and wicked. I mean, they have deliberately, squandered the nation's economy. They have taken corruption to the highest level. They have made sure that the poor and needy were stamped under feet. And even their so-called, they've always used a sort of, what do they call it? They use stomach infrastructure to deceive and to, compel the people to vote for them. I mean, it's either you're giving a token little money or you're giving a quarter bag of token rice, beans, or whatever, and they ask you to vote for them. So now they are aware for them to be scared, for them to be running helter skelter, for them to be booking flights so fast, for them to want to leave this country before the 1st of August. It means it means they are very much aware, that there is no peace for the wicked. It means they are very much aware that there's no peace for them who have stolen. It means they are very much aware that justice is beckoning on them. While I'm not preaching violence, I'm not preaching hatred, I'm not preaching destruction of public properties, I'm not preaching destruction of anybody's home, but I want our protesters to be peaceful. I want them to move around, go around, especially the within the domiciles, these mansions, this edifices where our ill-got, our stolen money has been used to build houses for these criminals in government. They should go around there. They should picket these places so that the thieves amongst our leaders will know that we have identified them. Yes, the protest will be free. It will be peaceful, but please, please, let us do this needful. Let us go around, picket their homes, their big cars, phantom cars, their bulletproof SUV vans and SUV jeeps. Let's pinpoint it. Let's identify the mansions they have built. Some of them have built so many houses, and of course they can't live in them. Most of these houses are in conditions that are highly deplorable because, of course, nature abhors vacuum. We all know that nature abhors vacuum. When you build a house, no matter how beautiful the architecture is, no matter how the structural integrity of the place, once it is vacant, once there's nobody in it, a lot of things begin to happen. The woods begin to wither, the walls begin to crack. Wall gecko and all that will get into it. The furniture begin to shrink. And so when we say nature abhors vacuum, this is exactly the case. Because of ill-gotten money, because of stolen money, because of stealing from the common jar of the people, unfortunately, these leaders cannot live in all this numeric. How many rooms can you sleep at a time? How many rooms can you live at a time? How many houses can you live in at a time? So it doesn't make sense. It's not commonsensical. Why one man will be stealing trillions of dollars to build mansions, buy mansions overseas, in choice areas in the world, and you can only stay one place at one time. You cannot duplicate yourself, except of course you're the bionic woman or the man that those comic era where we watch comic cartoons where you see the multiple man, the man who multiplies himself. He can turn himself into 20. Maybe our politicians want to become multiple men, bionic men, who can change their, be here and at the other side at the same time. It's unfortunate that these guys have not been thinking well. It's unfortunate they've never cared for the people who voted them in, whether they were voted in or whether they were bribed in, whether they were manipulated in, however they got there, whether they were rigged in. Those people have no respect for the masses. I thought, as done overseas, that to take up positions of authority, to take up a position, to seek positions was to serve the people. No, in Nigeria's circumstance, it is only to get a position where you pilfer, where you steal the money meant for your people, meant for the generality of Nigerians. You pilfer them, buy all kinds of cars, buy private jeeps, private jets, go overseas and buy mansions that you will never live in, put your children in highbrow school, elite schools overseas, where they pay dollars. In fact, most Nigerian politicians, their children are living in ivory school, was studying in ivory schools that most people overseas cannot pay for. Most people overseas cannot pay for. We heard about the case of the former governor of Kogi State, Yahya Bello, who was using state resources to be paying for his children's school fees in dollars. Not small amount, huge amounts, dollars that run into millions. I mean, you can imagine that. We have heard about our political leaders here, some of them whose children are overseas, squandering money, ill-gotten money that their fathers have stolen from this country. They are drug addicts, based and addicted to heroin, to cocaine, to cannabis, to all very expensive drugs. This is what we see in this country. And but it's a lesson, really is a lesson. I think we should know it's a lesson. The oil-gotten money, the stolen money from this country has never produced good results for the children of these so-called elites and the political leaders. It has not, because most of them, their children are rotting in jails overseas. Most of them, the children are in mental asylums. Most of them, their children are in psychiatric homes overseas. They will not tell you, because the kind of monumental money that enters these children's hand, the kind of ill-gotten money that their fathers have stolen and they needed to push out so that nobody will discover them, makes these children of the rich, to have enormous money at their disposal. And of course, they don't have the value of the money. And so they fritter it with their friends and girlfriends. Some of them go holiday camping here and there. Most of them end up in drugs, cocaine, heroin. And of course, they are ruined for life. And the poor man who you continue to put in a state of perpetual poverty, You put him in a state of anxiety. You put him in a state of continuous shock. He still manages from the little wages, from the little money he gets. He sends his children to school, and these children come out and become somebody. They knew their father worked hard for the money. They knew their parents suffered for the money. And so they worked hard and became something. And they become doctors to the children of the so-called political elite who stole our money. They are the ones who rehabilitate them in the hospitals, in the psychiatric homes. It's a shame. That is law of karma. A lot of people don't know what is law of karma. What you sow is what you reap. You can't sow cassava and reap yam. You can't sow tomato and reap cocoyam. No. What you sow is what you reap. And so those who steal from the collective purse of a nation, from the collective purse of their states, from the collective purse of their country, they will never, never enjoy such stolen wealth. They will pay for it here in this lifetime. We're not even saying life after. If they don't pay for it, their children will pay for it. And so that is why most of their children are condemned to drug addiction. Their daughters are prostitutes to the high and mighty overseas, despite their parents' money. Why would you be stealing monument for for road development? Why would you be stealing money made to provide agricultural infrastructures to your country? Why would you be stealing money made for the building of schools and citadels of learning? Why would you steal money meant for procuring medicines for hospitals, building hospitals, and putting high current medical equipment? You steal these monies and you run overseas. You put them in foreign accounts where you will never touch them. And you are developing somebody else's country. You are developing somebody else's nation. You are helping that person to use the money that you have stolen from your people to develop their own countries. It's a shame, a very big shame, very, very big shame. And so the palpitations have become very high. Yes, the leaders are afraid because youths have said, come 1st August 2024, we are going to hit the road. We will go around every nation in Nigeria. We will go around every state in Nigeria. It's going to be a nationwide thing. Suddenly, the rich are afraid. The rich are afraid. They are scampering here and there, trying to get the nearest ticket, how to leave the country before 1st August 2024. Some of them are running down to Cotonou through the border. Those who cannot get a flight are rushing through the borders, the porous borders. They are running to Chad. They are running to Cotonou. They are running to Cameroon. Some of them are going to Niger to move from there. But there's no peace. There's no peace for the wicked. Even the Bible said it. No peace for the wicked. No matter where they run to, no matter where they flee to, the wrath of the people is the wrath of God. The voice of the people is the voice of God. And so the anger of the people is the anger of God. And so we believe that justice will grab them. We believe that their days are numbered. The days of evil in this country are numbered. Yes, they cannot flee from it. They have started now. Okay, we're going to reduce rice. The office of the presidency, political media, the presidential media aides have come out. Yes, the president has directed. Henceforth, instantly, let it be put into law. Let it be signed instantly. The minimum wage at 70,000. Sign it now. Let it be law. Henceforth, beginning from today, a bag of rice that is costing 85,000, we peg it now at 40. Go out and buy. We will send it to designated places. The beans you are groaning about, we will reduce it. Even the fuel, we have directed NMPC. Okay, that fuel, sell it at XYZ amount. Reduce it. NMPC supply crude directly to Dangote. All of a sudden, they are making all these inept moves now. I don't want to say it's too late. I don't want to say it's medicine after death. I don't want to say it's a smoke screen. Yes, you use a smoke screen. You are just trying to beg the issue. The truth of the matter is we need a final solution. We need a trusted and a final solution. We need to be sure that what we are doing is the right thing. If you want to rule us, you want to serve this country, you should be ready to serve. You are not taking a position because you want to amass wealth. You want to amass the money. You want power. You want to buy bulletproof jeeps. You want a private jet. No. If you want to take positions in this country, henceforth, you should be ready to serve. We shall be seeing you. We shall be seeing your accounts. We shall be seeing your daily activities. We want to be sure that you build up our hospital so that when anybody is sick, we'll go to our hospitals here. Not that you be jetting out. The president jets out to France, the vice president jets out to Germany. Every other day, back to back, senators, state house of assemblies, if they are flying overseas, taking their families for treatment and all that, because they have no confidence in the local hospitals, which the poor man, which the poor masses, the citizens are forced to utilize to their detriment. A lot of people are DOA as soon as they get to any hospital, dead on arrival. Hospitals have become deathbeds because medicines are not available, because there are no lights and machines to do necessary x-rays, because there's no medicine available, because the doctors are running out of the country. They are jackparing. And we call this a country? No, the youths have said no. Enough is enough. And what is happening to the politicians? They are jittery. They are shaky. All of them are running heta-scatter. Last minute flights out of the country. At the airports, you go to the airports and you see people are scampering out. Why are you running? The guilty are afraid. That was a book that back then James Hadley Chase wrote. He said the guilty are afraid. They can't know peace. Those funds they carried will not help them. Some of them are dying mysteriously, just like that. Dying mysteriously. And we hear some of them go out there, unfortunately, do operations, tummy talks, stay on top of women, to moral laxity because of too much money. You're sleeping with 2, 3, 4 women on the same bed because you have the money, you have the resources. Dollar is at your beck and call. Pound sterling is at your beck and call. Stolen money from the wealth of a nation, from a wealth of people given to them by God. It's a shame. Where are they scampering to? Where are they running to? 1st August is barely 72 hours from now. And we know that the days of reckoning are here. Yes, it's time. It's time. This is the chance of the youths. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Our parents have suffered enough. Enough is enough. The prices, uncontrollable prices of food has to stop. Enough is enough. We must get our salaries at the end of every job. Enough is enough. Unemployment has rendered a lot of people useless. Children are in their homes of their parents, 40 years, 45 years, 35 years, doing nothing. Their parents are retired. It has caused a lot of friction at home. It has made several homes, unpalatable. Because father can no longer talk to a mature. Will you slap a child who is over 40? Will you spank a child of 30 something who had finished university 3 years ago, 6 years ago, 8 years ago, and they couldn't get a job? Meanwhile, those who don't deserve it, the children of the rich, these rulers, they have the choice jobs in NNPC, choice jobs in banking and finance, choice jobs in telecoms, choice jobs in blue chip companies, choice job for the rich. And the poor man is left to wallow in self-pity, to live in poverty and ruin. It's a shame. This is not the hope for this country. When Gowon was talking about keeping go on with one Nigeria, the tax to keep Nigeria as one, to keep Nigeria as one is a tax that must be done. Look at it today. I'm happy he's alive to see what has happened to the country he fought to keep. Look at it today. I'm happy Obasanjo is saying this. Yes, all of them who frustrated the Biafra movement, all of them who killed the Biafra Republic, they are saying it today that people are fed up. People are fed up. A lot of people are tired with the system. They have been disillusioned that the so-called Nigeria that everybody hoped on is no longer what it used to be. Everybody is now calling for a regional government. People are asking, where did we get it wrong? Why did we not listen to Biafra? Why did we not go our ways? The time is now. Now is the time. And so running out of the country, scampering, giving last minute directives, bringing down, forcefully bringing down the cost of food cannot help. Because tomorrow, when the food goes up again, what will the youth do to come out again? Youths, don't be disturbed. This is your chance. This is your chance. Don't go back. Don't look, don't go back. Remember, forward ever, backward never. This is the chance to chase them crazy bald heads out of town. Bob Marley sang it. Chase them crazy bald heads out of the town. Yeah. Chase them crazy bald heads out of the town. That is what we are saying. It's about time. These old men who are sitting back to back in offices for the past 25 years, for the past 30 years, they have held all manners of positions, ascending every other time. If they are not governors, they are ministers. If they are not ministers, they are vice presidents. If they are not vice presidents, they are presidents. If they are not ambassadors, that's, oh my God, that's held back to back, singling old men who have refused, to adhere to the mantra that the young shall grow. It's only in Nigeria that the young never grow. The young continue to be a toddler at 25. The young continue to be a toddler at 30. The young continue to be a toddler. The young never grows. I think that name should be scrapped out of our lexicon. Yes. So I think it's about time to the protest. This is our chance, Nigerian youths. Take it now. Take it by the throat. They are running helter skelter. Nemesis will catch up with them. The law of karma will arrest them. They are shaking, shaking to their bones. They are jittery now, scampering, running to Cotonou, running to Chad, booking the next available flight, no matter the cost. I wish our youth can block the all the airports in this country. I wish we can block the airports. The youth take over the airports, take over the seaports, take over the land borders. There should be no escape for wicked people who have subjected this country to the highest level of hardship and penury. There shall be no mercy for them. This is your chance, youths. Yes. I'm really sorry if I sound so aggravated, but we are victims of the system. We were born at the time when the Nigerian government bombarded Biafra, bombarded the eastern region, where people were shot, killed, where all the borders, both seaports, uh, all manners of borders were blocked, land entry points, so that nobody could show mercy to the Biafrans. Nobody could bring food supplies. We suffered. Our children died. I was lucky to survive. They killed my father. They killed my mother. They killed my grandfather. They killed my maternal grandfather. They killed our relations. They maimed us. And they thought we'd be smiling at them. No, Nemesis has caught up with Nigeria. So I tell our people, sorry if I sound, maybe my voice does not encourage you today. I'm highly aggravated. We are not happy. Parents are dying. Our loved ones are dying because of hardship, because they cannot feed, they cannot afford anything. Fuel is beyond your reach. People cannot move easily. You pay what you pay for transport, their so-called minimum wage cannot get it. It is now that the president is scampering, telling the National Assembly to immediately sign up the 70,000 minimum wage, which they never wanted to do with labor, which they were dragging their feet. But all of a sudden, because they heard about the so-called protest, in 72 hours, they have signed it into law. They have suddenly put a price on rice. They left inflation to grow and keep growing. Now all of a sudden they are awake, telling us rice will now sell for 40,000 a bag. Go to the nearest points. Tell that to the Marines, it's too late. Yes, thank you, but no thanks. Let the youths, let the whole world know what is happening. Let the world see the shame. Let the world know that Nigerians are living in abject poverty and lack. Let the world know that the government has failed us. A clueless government, naive government, without an iota on economic knowledge to push the nation forward. And they came out blabbing, screaming headlines. Emilokon, it is my turn. Emilokon, it is my turn. We have seen what their turn means. Their turn is turn of darkness. Their turn is turn of hunger and starvation. Their turn is a turn of death. These people have taken Nigeria 500 years back. Unfortunately, we were crying of the Buhari administration that subjected this nation to crass, naive, totally clueless government administration. We didn't know that the man who was coming, who was speaking slangs, he'd been in America, he stayed in America, he's worked in America, he's done stuffs in America. And so he was telling us with slangs, this is my turn. Gentlemen, brace up. Ladies and gentlemen, brace up for it. This is my turn. Emilio Con. Gentlemen, it's my time. I'm going to take Nigeria to the next level for the next 8 years. Just within a year, every fundamentals, every indices of development in this country has died because of a clueless governor, because of a clueless administration that cannot offer any palliative, that cannot in any way generate any meaningful progress in a country like this. It's a shame. Emilio Con has failed us. Shame on them. Shame. It is my turn. Shame on them. Yeah. My dear people, I think, well, let's watch and see what the next 72 hours bring to us. Let's watch and see how the youths are going to, do this nationwide protest. We're hoping it will be peaceful. We are hoping lives will not be lost. We are hoping they will not scapegoat people. Yes, because a lot of Igbo leaders have come out, Ohanes and Igbo, the Eastern, whatever the Igbo people have come up and said, look, Igbos, be careful how you talk, how you protest, how you follow these people. They are looking for scapegoats. This is an opportunity. They will not fight the Yoruba man. They will not shoot the Hausa man. They will gladly bomb the Igbo man because we have always been their target ever since 1966, ever since the 67, 1970 Civil War. The Igbos have been their targets. They have tried every way to get us, they won't get us. But now they might use this occasion of the protest. Already, the presidency and its media aides, including Bayo Nanuga, including Dada, all of them, they are pointing accusing figures at Igbo men. Even our incarcerated Muslim leader, Nnamdi Kanu, are giving us reasons why they won't bring him. Tinubu aide said, look, you people are telling me to bring this man out, but he's held for treason. I mean, the processes have to go. You don't just bring him out like that. Come on, tell that to the Marines, who is held for treason. Sunday Boho is out. Was he not held for treason? The other Hausa agitators were they not held for treason? The Boko Haram that has subjected this country to over 25, 30 years of, abductions, killings, and, all kinds of wickedness, causing our farmers not to go to farm, killing farmers, raping our women, raping open tummies of pregnant people. You forgive them. You rehabilitate them to the regular police. But it comes to Igbo, it comes to a simple, it comes to an honest, it comes to a law-abiding gentleman like Nnamdi Kanu, and you're saying it's a treasonable felony. Oh my God. Are they talking to fools? We can see it. The hatred for the Igbo has persisted. The hatred for the Igbo man has persisted. But we keep shocking them. Every time they are chasing us, they are falling, and we are moving forward. Or the chicken will continue to run. The chaser will keep falling. That is the law of nature. That is how God has deemed the Igbo man. He has created us, giving us a DNA of progress, of forward ever and backward never. And my Igbo brothers, let's be very careful. If you have to join this protest, be very careful. You are a target. You are a target. Take it or leave it. Be very careful so that they don't use you as a scapegoat. But like I keep saying, our own date is not 1st August 2024. The date we have with destiny is 2nd December 2024. I don't know why our people are not listening. I have told them to engrave that date on their hearts, engrave it in your homes, Let your children pray for it. Let them sing hallelujah towards it. Book masses. Go to your church and pray with your pastors that come 2nd December 2024, our able Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, will rise and declare the United States of Biafra alive and ready to exist as a sovereign nation through Christ our Lord. Thank you all, and please stay safe. God bless you all. Thank you.
Yeah, check me out. Superstars Media. Lord Lugan, Bloomington, Lord Lugan, and it's Wild Flora Show. 1914 amalgamation is what we dying for. 3 nations to 1 nation, ever since annihilation. Nepotism is nonsense. You and you, clap your hands. Biafra gonna come, clap your hands. Biafra, Odudua, we're free now. Freedom is gonna come, we're free now. Yeah.